Assalamu alaikum dear students. This is lecture 5. The topic of today's lecture is development requirements. This is the agenda of today's lecture. The highlighted topics are already covered in lecture 4. Today we will study how to describe a single use case diagrams, the benefits of basic software development and use cases, scenario. First we will study how to describe a single use case. The following is how we suggest you to describe a complete use case. However, only the name and steps are essential. If you want to a simplified use case, then you can eliminate all the other components, just write its name and steps. The first is name. Give a short descriptive name to the use case. This should be a verb phrase describing the action the user will do with the system. It's also useful to include a number as a unique identifier for the use case. Second is actors. List the actor or actors who can perform this use case. For example, in library system, both a borrower and librarian can check out a book. Third is goal. Explain what the actor or actors trying to achieve. For example, in a library system, the goal of checking out a book would be to borrow the book in order to read it. Fourth is preconditions. Describe the state of a system before the use case occurs by listing any condition that must be true before an actor can initiate this use case. For example, to be able to check out a book in the library system, the book must be available and the client must not have any overdue fine. Summary. Summarize what occurs as the actor or actors perform the use case. Related use cases. List use cases that may be generalization, specializations, extension or inclusion of this use case. Steps. Describe each step of the use case using a 2-column format, with the left column showing the action taken by the actors and the right column showing the system response. Post condition. What state is the system in following the completion of this use case? A use case describes the user interaction with the system, not the computation the system performs. For example, in a use case for withdrawing money from the ATM, you would describe the fact that the user insert his card, respond to the various prompts by pressing some button, and then remove his money in card. You would not describe how communication with the bank is established and how the system computes any fees at charge. This is an example. Describe a simplified format, a use case for opening a file in any text editor. In simplified format, we will just write its name and steps. The name is open file. On left side we have actor action, on right side we have system response. Actor will choose the open command, system will display file open dialog box. Actor will specify the file name and confirm its selections, and the system will remove the dialog box from the display. This is a detailed use case for exit a car from the automatic parking lot. Its name is exit car park by paying cash. Actors are car driver. Goal to leave the parking lot after having paid the amount due. Post condition. The driver must have entered the car park with his car and must have picked up a ticket upon entry. Which means when you enter a car park, the machine will assign you a ticket. Summary. When the driver wishes to exit the car park, he must bring his car to the exit barrier and interact with the machine to pay the amount due. Related use cases. Exit the car park by paying using a debit card. You can pay the amount by 2 ways. One is by paying cash and second is by using the debit card. These are the steps. The driver will drive the car to the exact barrier, triggering or sensor triggering means activating the sensor. System will detect the presence of car, prompt the driver to insert his card. The driver will insert his card. System will display the amount due, insert money into the slot, return any change owing, prompt driver to take the change if any, raise the barrier, drive the car through the barrier and activate the sensor, lower down the barrier. Use case diagram. Use case diagrams are UML notation, Unified Modeling Language notation, for showing the relationship among the set of use cases and actors. This helps the software engineers to convey a high-level picture of the functionality of the system. Means through use case diagrams, you can portray the high-level picture of the functionality of the system to the customer or end user. It's not necessary to create a use case diagram for every system or subsystem, but for a larger system, it's a better solution to make a use case diagram so that you can make a good picture of its functionality to the user, understandable picture of its functionality to the user. For a small system or system with just one or two actors, a simple list of use cases will be sufficient. There are two main samples used in the use case diagrams. An actor are shown by stack persons. In a case, use case is shown in ellipse. Line indicates which actor perform which use case. These are three actors: students, registrar, professor, 5 use case diagrams, and the line show the relationship between these. This is basically a use case diagram of 3 actors and 5 use cases. The use case modeler can use extension, generalization, inclusions to represent the different type of relationship among the use cases. First is extension. Extensions are used to make optional interaction explicit to handle exceptional cases. A use case extension, for example, describe what happened if an actor provides a wrong file name to access a given file, or describe the extra interactions that occur if the actor decides to browse in order to locate the required file instead of simply typing the file name. By creating a separate extension use case, the description of a basic use case remains simple. Second is inclusion. It allows you to express a part of a use case so that you can capture commonality between several different types of use cases. Even very different use cases can share a sequence of actions. For example, many different use cases might require an actor to specify a password, to browse through a list of items, or to open the file, rather than repeating the detail of such common interactions in multiple use cases. You can create a special use case that will be included in all other use cases. Such a use case represents performing of a lower level task with a lower level goal. Generalizations. It works the same way as the class diagram and use the same triangle symbol. Several similar use cases can be shown along with a common generalized use case. In example, the general file open use case has 2 sub-use cases: open file by typing name and open file by browsing. Describe the related use cases that they have to do with the opening file in applications. Use case name is open file. It's a generalization of open file by typing name and open file by browsing. Actor will choose open command. System will display file open dialog box. Actor will specify the file name, confirm the selection, and system will remove the dialog box from the display. Open file by typing name, it's the sub-use case of generalized open file use case. Here is the actor action: choose the open file command. The system will display file open dialog box. Select the text, type file name, click open, remove the dialog box from the display. Open file by browsing is a generalization of open file. Includes open browse for file. Actor choose file open command, display file open dialog box, browse for file, It's a separate use case. We will discuss it in next lecture. And next slide. Confirm selection. Remove dialog box from the display. Attempt to open file that does not exist. It's an exceptional extension of open file by typing name. When you open and click, this indicates that the file does not exist. Correct the file name. Open. Remove the dialog box from the display. Browse file inclusions. If the desired file does not display, select a directory. Display directory. Repeat step 1 until the desired file are displayed. Select a file. These diagrams show the extension, generalization and inclusions in use case diagram. You should identify on modeling process, choosing use cases and which to focus. You should identify all the use cases associated with the software product, but you must put varying emphasis on them when developing the system. Often one use case, a very small number of use cases can be identified as a central use case. For example, in an airline reservation system, the central use case will be to reserve a seat on the flight. Once identified, the system can be built around the particular use case. In airline system reservation system, you have to make the system around the reserve a seat on flight use case. There are also other reasons for focusing on particular use case. You may identify some use cases as a high risk because you expect to having problem implementing them. For example, in a GPS-based automobile navigation assistant, you may identify enter navigation mode and speak now as a high risk. These use cases will require exploratory prototype since it will be challenging to ensure that the voice output is easy to understand and is spoken to the user at the right time. Means you have to, it's a high risk prototype, it's a high risk use case, so you will make prototype for this use case. If the prototype is improved, then you can include it in the actual system. Some use cases will have high political or commercial use. For example, in an online stock exchange system, a use case in which a user can see in real time the evolutions of the value of a given stock would not be essential. The user could do their job without it. Nevertheless, it might be given a high priority because of its appeal when presenting the prototype to a potential client. The benefits of basing the software development on use cases. Use case analysis is a basic way to understand and organize what system should do since it is based on user tasks and express the task in the natural language. First is it can help to define the scope of a system. Means through use cases we can define the scope of a system. Through a second one is it can often use to plan the development progress. If you decide, for example, if you have 10 use cases and you implement 5 use cases, that means that 50% of development process is over, then you have remaining the 50%. The use cases can be used to validate and develop the requirements. If one requirement cannot be implemented as a use case, then you cannot be implemented in the software. It can form the basis for the test cases. Means you can use the test cases as a base for test cases. You can use the use cases as a base for test cases. It can be used to structure the user manual because through use cases you show how the user will interact with the system. So this can be used to structure the user manual. However, there are some situations in which we can't make the use cases, but that functionality is also very important. For example, the use cases should be validated itself. If the some use case is not valid, then it cannot be incorporated. Use cases can be described unambiguously and consistently. There are some functionality that cannot be expressed as a use case, but at the same time they are very useful functionality. For example, in a database system, the automatic cleaning of database to remove the outdated information. Now this information is automatic. User cannot interact with it directly. It cannot be expressed as a use case, At the same time, it's a very genuine functionality and must be incorporated in any database. Scenario is an instance of a use case that expresses a specific occurrence of the use case with the specific actor operating at specific time and specific data. It's also called an use case instance. For example, we already discussed the automatic car parking use case. Now we will here make it scenario here. Just we will write here its steps. Drive to the exact barrier, detect the presence of car. Display, please insert your tickets. Driver will insert the ticket. Display the amount due $2.5. Insert $1. Remaining due is $1.5. Insert $1. Remaining due is $0.5. Insert $1. Remaining return $0.5. Display, please take your $0.5 change. Raise the barrier. Drive through the barrier. Activate the sensor. Lower down the barrier. Thanks. It's enough for today.